Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Raw Cloud. Today I have some very important information that I want to share with you guys. And I don't want to cause an alarm, but I think you guys really need to know what's going on from behind the scenes. There's a lot of activity going on right now, and a lot of people are capturing and putting information together pertaining to what they're seeing. Let's just put it that way until I, piece all this stuff together for you guys. Now, I'm going to try to leave a link, but we know how YouTube really is when it comes to that. They do not like you guys being able to have other confirmations from other people along with my information. So they had kind of, stopped my ability to leave a link, but I'll try my best and see how it goes. If not, I'll try to put that other information up in the community page. They did let me access that again. However, I did go down and just to see what they have taken from my community. Because at first, when they gave me the strike, I was not able to access that community page. And I figured since I couldn't access something, that they was probably tampering with things. And they did. They tampered with a lot of the information. They was taking down videos, legitimate videos, especially, I don't know if you guys remember the AI robot android girl that was the lifeguard. Well, they took that video down. Okay. And in that video, there was a black lady that, she was kind of over expressive about what she captured, and it was legitimate. It was AI. It was a robot. And they are putting these type of advanced AI robots, androids, into human society. It's like another infiltration, like how the Dracos have created hybrids that can walk among us, and they are in all types of races. Okay, now I can go on for hours telling you about the infiltration. And in fact, this is why I'm getting up here right now, because there is something going down right now, and it is becoming very apparent that there is going to be some type of attack, and they are embedding themselves into human societies and strategically placing themselves for an attack. Now, like I said, I do not want this information to be fearful. What I want you to do is just get the knowledge, because we are working on many timelines, and I told you we are in timeline wars, and everything from this point on is going to be really critical for you to have. So there are many white hats that have aligned themselves with certain channels, like I told you about, and a lot of them are not going to come out and tell you that they are white hats. And the reason why is because of the infiltration. And not only that, there are channels that are being infiltrated. And I told you about that one infiltration. I will expose those that may try to infiltrate. If you are an agent here, fine. I don't care about that. You can be here, get the information all you want. But once you start, trying to pull those types of tricks, then yeah, I'm going to locate you very quickly and expose it. So, and the one thing about reptilians and how the white hats move, we can see it, because we work with certain energies. We have trained to see certain things, and we can line those up like very quickly. I mean, not even an AI can get past our type of training. So, and yes, a lot of people will say, well, why is he saying this? Most white hats won't say that because I just don't give a fuck at this point. Excuse my French. I don't care at this point. I think that humanity at some point, I'm not saying that all white hats need to do it the way that I'm doing it, but I think if a few of us can be transparent and communicate and talk with you guys, then you guys will be a little bit more at ease with the information that we provide, because on a psychic level, you all are psychics. Whether you are, I don't care the level you are at, you don't have to be at a high psychic level. You just have to be able to resonate with the information because it goes right into the core of your soul. This is not nothing new to us. In many past lives, we have dealt with these negative beings in many past lives. In fact, a lot of these wars that we had caused a lot of deaths, and we end up coming here to incarnate to help further. This is how strong we are as a spiritual being. So you have Pleiadians, you have Taurians, Andromedans. You have some older grays that when they did have a soul, they incarnated here to help. The same thing with the Esunani. Some of the Esunanis have gotten killed, and these are human hybrid grays. And they have switched sides. They no longer want to, a lot of them no longer want to serve this negative agenda, and they are helping in many ways to help humans because they come from us. They have legitimate parents, fathers and mothers that they were born from, okay? And if it was not for these mothers nursing these hybrid grays, if it was not for the love that the mothers showed these hybrid grays, the soul just could not attach until that love was presented. And so they remember, the soul remembers that type of love. And this is why I say stay heart-centered, because that's who we are, not just as human, but as spiritual beings. Okay, so it's very important that all throughout what we are going through, there is a purpose behind it. There is a legitimate purpose, and we could talk about it being on a human level, a galactic level, and a spiritual level. All of these are relevant for what we are going through. That there is a transition, a stage, a lesson for us to learn. So when we align with certain people, we are taking on that role of being like a guardian. And before I get all the way into it, I want to talk to you guys about the reptilians are using what we call frequency weapons. Now, we know about the directed energy weapons, right? And how they can hit a population with this, and how it can cause a lot of problems. It can agitate you. It can have you going flying off in a heartbeat, in anger and rage. I don't like to call them Karens because that's a name of a person, and when we stereotype these names, there might be a nice Karen out there, and she hearing this and be like, well, that's not me. So let's just say what the Dracos have been doing and these organizations, they can hit you from a police chopper or a helicopter. And a lot of this is going on in California and Miami. And they can hit you with one of those frequency weapons, and they like to do this in crowds. Okay, they like to see crowds together, and they'll hit that frequency weapon to either lower your conscience level, keep you in an obedient state, or to harm you in some way with that frequency weapon. Okay, now think of this particular frequency as being like, let's just say, you know how we listen to music and how we start to vibe with that music, we start to sing along with the music. Well, think of their weapon just like that. Think of the reptilians being the Pied Piper. And you remember how when this frequency, when that music was being played, how they drove all the mouse from out of the town. Well, think of that these reptilians as using a frequency that goes into the mind, and they can set that tone and have us moving like cattle, either fighting amongst ourselves or leading us away from legitimate people that are warning people of pending things that are to come. So this is what is happening to the people that are close to me. If they can hit you with that frequency weapon, then they are going to guide you away from me. Okay, so always stay alert. Okay, know who you are. Stay in your peace, stay in your ground, stay in your power. Okay, because there are a lot of reptilians here. They are infiltrating more than usual. Okay, they are creating clone avatars to infiltrate, to hold down Earth. Now, with that being said, let's get into this other information. Okay, now I want you guys to listen very carefully, because I'm going to talk about some things that you need to know about that's going on. So, yesterday, Saturday, now, daytime, I went to the astral realm. I went into the astral realm. It was daytime here, but it was, you know, the astral realm, it mirrors this place. It's a shadow realm. There's nothing different. So I was over there, and I was in my old neighborhood, and there are battles going on right there. So they are fighting in the astral realm certain battles. Now, these wasn't all out war battles, but there were groups that are fighting to keep things from happening. So now I'm looking up into the sky, and they're so high up in the sky. And I have something like a laser pointer or a very high-powered flashlight, and I'm looking at these two craft battle each other. And I, for whatever reason, I know now why I did that. My higher self always worked with me and, you know, guided me to do certain things, and there's a purpose behind that. So I point that flasher at them, and they just kept battling. These two groups, they were battling, shooting lasers at each other. And I said, well, let me stop before something happens. And as soon as I stopped doing that and I turned to my right, there was two crafts that I didn't even see them, didn't even hear them coming. They were already parked about 30 feet away from where I was. And these particular crafts, they were metallic, but think of them like how, you know how our human society have like motorcycles? Well, these crafts were kind of built similar to that. And there was a male and female that had their own craft that they was traveling on. And they had the female had long brown hair, and the male, his hair was brown too. These were Pleiadians, okay? Now, a lot of people think that the Pleiadians are just all blonde, but no, not all of the Pleiadians are blonde. Okay, there are many types of Pleiadians that have aligned themselves not just with humanity. They're in this war altogether because they are cosmically tied to what the drama has played out on Earth. They are cosmically tied to it, so they have to be here. So they get off of the craft and they come over to me, and I'm looking at them. They look a little bit angry, and I'm not getting that. I think they were a little bit angry of why I was using that that laser pointer. And when they walk over to me, you know, we kind of walk with each other and begin to talk. Now, I could not bring that information back with me, but what I will tell you, what I can share with you, is that there is a war brewing, and this war may come to Earth. It may leave the astral realm and come right to our reality. So this is why they want me to speak on this, because they don't want it to happen. Neither side want this particular war to come to Earth. Neither side. But the reptilians will not take their hands off of Earth. Okay? The reptilians in their mind are using humans like a shield. Okay? They are using humans like a shield. Think of a reptilian standing behind you, and there is another warrior coming to kick that reptilian ass. Well, that reptilian is holding Earth hostage by the infiltration. Now, the Pleiadians and other many councils. Now, look, the Pleiadians are at the front center. I didn't see any other group other than the Pleiadians that met with me. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying that the Pleiadians are having to be front center within this war, and we as well having to be front center in this war because of the tides. They are cosmically tied, the karma. So they are having to do a lot of things to help humanity, but we have to help ourselves as well. We have to. So, like I said, when we walked and talked, you know, a lot of the information could not come back here, but I do know that if push comes to shove, Earth is going to be in the middle of a battle. Right now, it's being fought off in the astral realm. This is what's going on right now. So I don't know if you guys heard about the Miami reptilians that was in the mall. Now, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try to leave a link to Bruce's channel. Now, Bruce, he has been gaining stock for many years. Richard Bruce has been gaining stock, and he talked about it, you know, when he started to upload these reptilians, shape-shifting, and he has a lot of video and has a lot of knowledge about them. And it's legitimate, and it's all true. You know, just because of that area that he's in, I think he's either in Miami or California, one of those areas he's in, and they own that fucking area. They own all of that. California, the mayor is reptilian. Okay? These police officers are reptilians. They own that shit over there. Okay? There's an infestation. I talked about that in the dragon meeting. There is an infiltration of these reptilians. This is what they do. This is how they come in, and they use an AI to monitor, to help monitor. But regardless, If we wasn't as great as we are, the reptilians wouldn't even be bothered with us. We are so powerful, but we have forgotten who we are as spiritual beings. And we think so little of ourselves that we can't even stand in our own power. Because all of us, no matter how much shit that they put in our food and water, our genetics transcend past all of that shit. We upgrade ourselves through our own positive emotions. And we are able to see manipulation, no matter how far it goes. We are able to see it because it's on a soul level, it's on an emotional level, it's on a psychic level. And we are psychic beings. So we have to return and unify. And I'm talking about with these channels as well. We have to unify and stop listening to these Pied Pipers, these reptilians, because they are going to continue to put that frequency in your ear. It is the serpent tongue. Okay? And they will have you moving away from people that are trying to help. So there's a war. And like I said, this war may come to our reality at some point. You guys know about the Noah floods back in the biblical days, right? How this flood came in. What they don't really tell you in the Bible is that flood was done on purpose. It's because, now listen to this very carefully, because humans are in bed mentally, physically, and emotionally with these damn reptilians. And when that flood happened, it was the same thing as today. It is the same damn thing as today, with people going with this infrastructure of how the reptilians have guided us to be within this infrastructure. And we could walk away. All humans right now can walk away from this structure, this pyramid scheme, this money scheme. And if we did, they would have no control over the human population. And all you had to say is, no, we don't need your money. We're just going to continue to do it the way that it's been done. But we're not going to pay rent. We're not going to pay mortgage. And I'm talking about the people that are lenders. I'm talking about the people that own. Because all of this in the beginning, Gaia gave to us freely. The serpent came in behind the shadows and began to manipulate and speak and persuade us to move in a different way. Now, couldn't physically force us because of the free will, but they can infiltrate the mind. They can infiltrate how to look like us, and they can create others to help them speak and guide us in their way. And that is what has happened. It is the dollar. It is the money system. It is the credit system that binds us to wake up, get up, and provide. When this system really is, if you took the money out of the mix and we just got up, we went to work, and we did this for each other and said, you know what, keep your money. This right here belongs to us. And then we started creating a free system, everything free, your home, your car. And then we get off in gas. And then we start weaving out this bad medicine that they want us to take, and they say it's helping us, but it's doing other things. Over time, it's doing other things to our body. And they have to put those side effects. They know they can put medicine. If they really gave a damn about the human population, then they can put legitimate medicine that will actually do something instead of causing negative side effects. They put those side effects in there. They put them in there on purpose because they know what it's going to do to you over time. It's making you sick, and it's only covering up this other symptoms. Okay? It's not getting you well. They don't want you to get well. Okay? It's all bullshit. This whole structure belongs to them and their serpent mouth. And they brag about as this serpent, the serpent emblem that's on the medicine, the knowledge, bullshit. You serpents have no knowledge that is legitimate. You have no knowledge to sustain any type of life. You guys devour, cause chaos, confusion, and you feed off that energy of fear, anxiety. You want that in the blood. Okay? You guys move like parasites. And that's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. Now, you guys know how the AIDS virus move, okay? You know how other viruses move. Well, the Dracos are no different from the AIDS virus. If you know how these white blood cells are there to protect the immune system. The white blood cells are the immune system. But the virus comes in as if it's a part of that system. So the immune system don't know how to detect the infiltration. And over time, it starts to deplete the immune system because it can't see it as being a threat. It's just like how the reptilians create hybrids. We can't see it with the eye. Same thing with the immune system. The reptilians are considered a virus. They move like a virus. They move like the archons. Now, study how the AIDS virus works and compare it to how the reptilians work with infiltration. Same thing. You got to know your enemy inside and out and all the tricks that they use to harm you, because it's all relevant. And we have, like I said, guys, we have to work with each other. We have to listen to each other. And if you have information, share it with each other. This is why I like for you guys to speak in the comment section, because it's very important that we connect with each other, because we are spiritually moving each other and motivating each other and activating each other. Just like when we go and walk under the sun, that sun holds a lot of activation codes. It uplifts us. It gives us the energy that we need to sustain this human form and on a spiritual level. So, yeah, I wanted to bring that information to you guys. So, and, go and support Journey to Truth. They have a new channel up. It's still the same name. But like I said, the YouTube agents are going to control the numbers, so they're going to keep their numbers low. And look, we are in it for a reason. We are here for a reason. And no matter what the reptilians might put in your head, Ra is going to be there for you regardless. And keep your minds open and stay heart-centered. They can't touch that. Okay? They can't touch the heart. They want to. They want to capture the heart, but they cannot. It's too big for them. It's too much. So I love, honor, respect all of you guys. And I want to salute the Pleiadians that's out there front center fighting. And all the generals and all the white hats that are lined up and spreading the message. Continue the fight, guys, because this is why we are here at this point. And for all of the people here that have been with me, supporting me, I love you guys, and nothing is going to change on that. Nothing. And I really do mean that. Raw, go hard, and I'm not afraid, baby. So let's keep going. You guys are warriors. Let's get it. Love, honor, and respect. Have a good day.